Hi, it's Zebra1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And today I'm going to talk about easy ways to get high-grade materials in Elite Dangerous for engineers. Now, I was helping Don get material for engineers and talking to Don, talking him through things in a big party of people. And when I said about one specific tip for finding high-grade materials, a few people in the party were unaware. So I figure if they're unaware, then you guys might, a few of you might not know as well. So this is a tip for people who want to find high-grade signal sources very easily and simply. Now, this is something that I've known about for yonks and I use all the time, and it's saved me a ton of time. And that is the nav beacon. The nav beacon is your friend. The nav beacon is an amazing tool within the game. If you scan a nav beacon, it shows you what signal sources are in the system and what they are. Therefore, you can then go to a list of those signal sources and locate the high-grade signal sources and target them specifically. It'll also tell you how long that signal source has left in the instance. I'll give you a demonstration. Now, it's something I've been doing for a long time, like I say. Now, there's a list on Inara of what states you need to search for in the system. So, for example, core dynamic deposits is what I'm looking for here. So I'm in a fed system because that's where they spawn. I want high-grade emissions in a fed system. There's still an element of RNG, there's still an element of randomness, there's still an annoying, grind to this. But if you scan the nav beacon, then jump back into Supercruise. Now I've filtered by just the signal sources here, just for this demonstration, because it's way easier then to see. And as you can see, I turn to the panel, it tells me what every signal source is within the system. You target the high grade, make sure you check how long it's got left and make sure it's not going to expire before you get there, and then you go. Then all you need to do is go back to the nav beacon once you've cleared out the high-grade emissions, and other signal sources will spawn in. Sometimes it won't spawn any high-grade, but if you just give it time, it will again. And basically, I use that. I use Inara to tell me the states I need. Then I use a combination of EDDB and Inara to find systems that are in those states. And then I simply, rinse and repeat. Go to the system that I know, look for the high-grade signal source, jump into it, grab my high grades, jump out of it, job's done. Now obviously for the mid-tier materials, what I would recommend you do is you go to places like Dav's Hope and drive around those planetary bases and pick up those materials. I'll put a link, I'll put some details in the description of sites that are good for materials, ground bases, some places to visit for materials, and some places for decent spawns of things like arsenic and stuff like that. So I'll put some helpful lists in the description below of places I go to get materials. If you've got any interesting places that you think people should know about that is really good for engineers, let me know in the comments down below. There are tons of places out there. There is, lots of interesting crash sites, bins that you can harvest, stuff like that. The Jameson crash site. There are places you can go to that really do help get you through that engineer grind quicker and quicker. And like I say, this is the best way of finding high-grade material spawns as quick as possible, because you just drop in, go to the nav beacon, boop, scan, done. You know where you've got to go. I was unaware that people didn't know about this one, so I'm just doing a video because, like I say, some people I was partied up with weren't aware that if you scan the nav beacon, it gives you that information. Which I find to be crucial in saving time. But like I say, I'll put some resources below of places that I go to get materials. If you've got any you'd like to share, let me know in the comments down below, and let's help those players get their materials. Like I say, I've been helping Deadweight Don unlock engineers and get on that engineer grind, and let's help everyone get through that engineer grind as painfully as possible. That's all. Thanks for watching.